Hello, and welcome to Wealth Wisdom Animation. My name is Robert Kiyosaki, and today I want to share a story from my life, growing up with two fathers who had very different ideas about money. My biological father, my poor dad, was highly educated and believed in working hard at a secure job. He always said, go to school, get good grades, and find a safe job. He worked for the government, earned a good salary, but often struggled financially. My other father, my rich dad, was my best friend's father. He didn't finish 8th grade but was a successful businessman and investor. He believed financial education was more important than traditional schooling for building wealth. Rich Dad taught me that the rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. Growing up, I was caught between these two perspectives. My poor dad worked hard but never seemed to get ahead. My rich dad built wealth with less struggle, even though he started with little. This contrast made me curious about money and success. At 9 years old, I decided to learn from my rich dad. That decision changed my life and set me on a path to financial understanding. The lessons I learned from both dads shaped my views on money, work, and life. My poor dad represented the traditional path: education, job, security. My rich dad showed me a different way: entrepreneurship, investing, and financial literacy. Their advice was often completely opposite. I had to choose which path to follow. This channel will explore the lessons I learned from both. The journey wasn't always easy, but it was eye-opening. I hope my story helps you see money in a new light. The choice between these two philosophies is one everyone faces. Which path will you choose? Let's dive into the lessons that made all the difference. At 9, my friend Mike and I wanted to learn how to get rich, so we went to Mike's father, my rich dad, for advice. He agreed to teach us, but not in a classroom. Instead, he put us to work in his convenience store for 10 cents an hour. The work was boring and the pay was low. After a few weeks, I was frustrated and wanted a raise. When I complained, Rich Dad smiled and said he was waiting for me to get upset. He explained that most people spend their lives working for little money, afraid to ask for more or to quit. Then he gave us a choice: keep working for 10 cents an hour or work for free and learn about money. We chose to work for free, eager to learn his secrets. Rich Dad told us to look for opportunities in the store. We noticed old comic books were being thrown away. We asked if we could have them, and he agreed. Mike and I started a comic book library in his basement, charging kids 10 cents to read as many comics as they wanted for 2 hours. Suddenly, we were making money without working in the traditional sense. Our little business was earning for us, not the other way around. This was my first lesson in making money work for me. Rich Dad wanted us to see that opportunities are everywhere if you look for them. Most people only see hard work and a paycheck. The rich see ways to create value and generate income passively. That's the mindset shift Rich Dad wanted us to have. It was a powerful lesson at a young age. We learned that you don't have to work harder, just smarter. This experience opened my eyes to entrepreneurship. It taught me to look beyond wages and think about building systems that generate income. The lesson: don't just work for money, find ways to make money work for you. That's how wealth is built. It all started with a few old comic books and a willingness to learn. The earlier you learn this, the better. That's the real secret to getting rich. One of Rich Dad's most important lessons was understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. He made it simple. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Many people, including my highly educated poor dad, didn't truly grasp this. My poor dad thought our house was our biggest asset. Rich Dad explained that a house is often a liability because of the ongoing expenses: mortgage, taxes, maintenance. Poor and middle-class people often buy liabilities they think are assets: expensive cars, big houses, credit card debt. These things drain their income and keep them trapped in the rat race. My poor dad had a good income, but most of it went to pay for liabilities. He had few true assets generating income. Rich Dad focused on acquiring assets: rental properties, businesses, stocks that paid dividends. These assets provided steady income, independent of a job. That's the foundation of financial literacy. Rich Dad used simple diagrams to show how cash flows. For the rich, assets generate more income than expenses, creating a cycle of growing wealth. For the poor and middle class, income goes to expenses and liabilities, leaving little to invest. Understanding this difference is crucial for financial well-being. It's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep and grow. The goal is to build your asset column, not just your income. This lesson changed how I viewed money forever. It's the starting point for anyone who wants to escape the rat race. Focus on buying or building assets. Avoid mistaking liabilities for assets. That's the real path to financial freedom. It's a simple rule, but most people miss it. Don't be one of them. Rich Dad taught me to mind your own business, meaning focus on building your own assets. Many confuse their profession with their business. My poor dad was a teacher, but he didn't own the school system. His job gave him a salary, but no assets. If he stopped working, his income stopped. Rich Dad explained, "Your profession earns you money, but your business is what you own that generates wealth." He encouraged me to use my spare time and extra money to buy or create assets. These assets, like rental properties, stocks, or intellectual property, work for you, even when you're not working. That's how you escape the rat race. My poor dad focused on promotions and pay raises. Rich Dad showed me that true freedom comes from building and owning assets. You don't have to quit your job right away. Start thinking like an investor and entrepreneur. Build your asset column piece by piece. This shift in perspective is the key to long-term wealth. Don't just work for a paycheck, work to build your own business. That's how you create lasting financial security. It's a lesson that changed my life. Rich Dad also taught me about taxes and the power of corporations. Originally, there were little or no income taxes, but over time, taxes became permanent and targeted individuals. The rich learned to minimize taxes legally, often using corporations. A corporation is a legal entity that can own assets and incur debt and pay expenses before taxes. Individuals earn, pay taxes, then spend what's left. Corporations earn, pay expenses, then pay taxes on what remains. This gives business owners more control and often a lower tax rate. My poor dad, as an employee, had taxes taken out before he saw his paycheck. Rich Dad, as a business owner, had more flexibility. Understanding how corporations work is part of financial intelligence. It's not about evading taxes, but using the law to your advantage. Hire good accountants and attorneys to help you navigate this. The rich use these tools to keep and grow their wealth. It's a sophisticated lesson but crucial for building wealth. Rich Dad believed our mind is our most powerful asset, if we train it well. He called this financial intelligence, or financial IQ. It's not about academic smarts, but understanding money, investing, markets, and the law. Financial IQ means knowing how to make, keep, and grow money. It's about spotting opportunities others miss. Developing financial intelligence is a lifelong process. Rich Dad encouraged reading, attending seminars, and learning from real-life experience. Mistakes are part of the journey, don't fear them. Calculated risks based on knowledge are essential for building wealth. Financial IQ includes inventing money, creating opportunities or deals that generate returns. For example, buying undervalued real estate, fixing it, and selling or renting it for profit. It's about creating value where others don't see it. Managing risk is also key. Do your research, diversify, and understand good debt versus bad debt. Good debt buys assets that generate income, bad debt buys liabilities. Cultivating financial IQ empowers you to think differently about wealth. It's the foundation for financial success. Keep learning. Keep growing. Rich Dad taught me to work to learn, not just for money. Many people chase higher salaries and become specialized, but that can make them vulnerable. He encouraged me to gain a wide range of skills: sales, marketing, negotiation, leadership. These skills are valuable in any business or investment. True security comes from financial literacy and diverse skills, not just job loyalty. Change jobs if it means learning something new. The real assets are the skills you develop. The more you learn, the more options you have. Building wealth isn't just about numbers, it's about overcoming internal obstacles. Fear of losing money holds many people back, but the rich learn to manage it and take calculated risks. Cynicism and negativity can paralyze you. Seek advice from successful, positive people. Laziness isn't just doing nothing. It's staying busy to avoid what matters, like learning about money. Overcoming this requires discipline and focus on long-term goals. Arrogance, thinking you know it all, prevents learning and growth. Stay humble and keep learning from everyone in every situation. What you know is your greatest asset. What you don't know is your greatest risk. Overcoming fear, cynicism, laziness, and arrogance is essential for financial independence. These are battles within ourselves. The journey to wealth is as much about mindset as it is about money. Keep growing, keep learning, and don't let internal obstacles stop you. That's the real key to success. As we wrap up, remember, the core message from Rich Dad is about achieving financial freedom. It's not about getting rich quickly, but about lifelong learning and making money work for you. Start by educating yourself and understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. Build your asset column even while working your regular job. Learn how taxes and corporations can help you protect and grow your wealth. Develop your financial IQ and focus on learning valuable skills. Overcome your internal obstacles: fear, cynicism, laziness, and arrogance. Start small, set goals, and take action. True wealth is about choices and freedom. Begin your journey to financial independence today.